Whoa, nah. Welcome to In the Room podcast where we discuss everything marriage. We're your hosts. I'm Gregory. This is Naisha Ray. Before we dive in, there are a few house rules to be followed. One, be respectful for one opinion. Two, have fun. Three, make sure you share this podcast all up and down your social media. So tonight's discussion is talking about intimacy in a marriage or a relationship. Intimacy in a relationship. There are four types of intimacy that will help you strengthen your relationship in any area of your life: physical, emotional, mental, or intellectual, or spiritual. Not all relationships involve all types of these intimacies. So before I move too fast, uh, my wife got some quick things to say to y'all.
I just want to say thank you for tuning in tonight with us. We are talking about intimacy, like he said, but I just want to say thank you for taking out time in your night to join in with us.
Right. So, on that note, we'll start off with the physical intimacy in a relationship. Everybody think when you say physical and intimacy, it mainly have to do with sex. It's not always the case. Intimacy in a relationship could be a kiss, a hug, hold your hand. It always had to do just with sex. When people always get caught up with that intimacy part or that physical part of or what intimacy is. To me, the true meaning of intimacy in a relationship is feeling of being close and emotionally connected and supported with someone. It means being able to share a whole range of thoughts, feelings, and experiences that we have as human beings. The deepest intimacy to me is emotional intimacy. And one of the reasons why I say that is because a lot of people are tied to people in an emotional way, but it's still in an intimate way. And what I mean by that is you have a friend that you can share things with in an intimate way, not in a sexual way, but in an intimate way, like sharing your deepest thoughts and desires. You know what I mean? Your goals and your dreams. You know what I mean? Like your fears, your disappointments, things of that nature. You're just not gonna go to know anybody with those type of emotions or whatnot. And then you have mental or intellectual intimacy. You know what I mean? Like when I first met my wife, that's what we was built on, the intellect. You know what I mean? We ain't just jump straight into the physical or the emotional. It started with the intellect. We related before we dated. You know what I mean? We got to know each other on a mental note to see if we was capable of being in each other's circle. You know what I mean? She was just testing me out. I was just telling her I ain't just no average church boy, which she thought I was. She thought I was a nerd. I told her that part, but you know, then you had a spiritual part of intimacy. That's another place that me and her has dived into deep. We met in a church house. You know what I mean? Like the spiritual part is like you could be intimate with God, tell him how you feel. You know what I mean? Your thoughts, your fears, going cry to him. You know, just sharing things with your pastor or with your significant other on that take. But what's your thoughts on spiritual intimacy?
Um, Agreeing with everything you said, spiritual intimacy is also being able to pray together, um, praying for each other, even when we're not together. Um, a lot of times when I don't understand something in the Bible, I do go to him. Um, because he is wise beyond his years. When it comes to that, At least that's how I feel. So a lot of the things that I don't understand, I go to him and he helps me understand it. So that's another form of intimacy, spiritual, because a lot of people don't even realize that the spiritual intimacy is a part of marriage. A lot of times when we hear spiritual intimacy, we automatically think about the relationship we have with God, but it also includes each other. I feel like in order to have a deep spiritual connection with your spouse, you should first have it with God. You should first build that with Him first. That way, you know how to move with your spouse.
Right.
So, out of all the four of those, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, I think the one that not stands out to me, but is more so what I am with him is the mental. I mean, we always picking each other's minds with everything. We're always not testing each other, but
Seeing where each
not
other
no,
at.
not testing each other. I can't think of the word. It's not Jesus, I can't think of the word.
Iron
Come
sharpening
to me.
iron,
Yeah, like that, but
lacing each other up.
no, I can't think of it, but y'all know what I'm saying.
Right. For me, the four, what else is like
Challenging, that's the word. Thank
challenging
you. I
each other's
knew somebody was
minds.
gonna say
Right.
challenging each other. That's what it is.
That we stay challenging each other. So me, I think I'm the human encyclopedia. So, but for
He
me,
does. Thank you.
the four out of the four intimacies that I've labeled, I think that is the emotional side for me with her. I tell Aisha everything. So it's some stuff I told her. A lot of people probably don't even know, but I trust her. You know what I mean? That level of intimacy, it entails
Hey
trust.
sis.
So, you know, I'm really emotional. It might don't seem like it, but I am. But yeah, the emotional side, it just involves being able to tell each other your deepest fears, dreams, disappointment, and most complicated emotions, as well as feeling seen and understanding who you are. So that's who she is for me. But a strong and healthy relationship is built on 3 C's of an intimacy. You know, like I stay telling them, which is communication, compromising, and being able to commit to one another. You know, you have to think about how to use your communication to make your partner feel needed, desired, and appreciated. So every day I try to I'm working on my compromising, you know what I mean? I'm kind of stiff, you know. I communicate, but my communication skills to a certain degree is zero tolerance. So, but we communicate about a lot of things, you know what I mean? I make some commitments that I've been learning to stand on because I know at times I could be impatient, you know what I mean? So, like I told her today, instant gratification requires discipline. So that's just one of my commitments to her. But somebody asked me, what's the difference between making love and intimacy? I tell them it's a big difference because making love is like a like a soul bond, like two coming together. Like I say earlier when we came on, being intimate is just like a walk in the park.
Mm-hmm.
But when you making love, that's just like a walk in the park with a different type of walk in the park. That's just for right now. Both of them got a memory, but which memory gonna, you know, last longer, hit that spot for you. So
Both.
so you don't think there's no difference between making love and intimacy?
Of course, but according to your the little piece of your question, both of them will last long, depending on how the second one is.
So what would you prefer? A candlelight dinner or a quickie?
A candlelight dinner.
My point exactly. So for her, the intimacy is what's more important. Some people like, just wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Some people like the candlelight dinner,
That
then
leads up to
the
that.
love making. So, how do you show intimacy? That's a good one. You might ask me how you show intimacy, but how do you show intimacy?
My intimacy is just spending time with you. It goes back to the love languages thing. Mine is time, spending time. That's intimacy to me, laying in the bed watching movies and or just talking or laughing at somebody else meme or something. That's being intimate for me. Physical touch. That's a part of it. Um, and everything else they go with it.
For me, intimacy is trying something new. Everybody used to the formal, comfortable with what they're doing. For me, I always tell them, man, let's try something new. We ain't never done. You know what I mean? Like, you don't always have to do. People always think intimacy has to deal with sex, and I just gave y'all 4 things that entails. You know, like we entail every night at 9 o'clock. We gonna pray together. You know what I mean? We incorporated the mental, listen to one another speak. You know what I mean? For the intellect, just helping each other grow, helping each other become a better version of ourselves. The physical, we working on that. And I ain't talking about sexual, it's my physical for as our beings, taking care of our physical bodies. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm being intimate with myself by dieting, trying to work out a little bit, get back in tip-top shape. At the same time, my wife is encouraging me and I'm encouraging her at the same time. But a lot of people feel safe, you know, in their old intimacy. So I encourage people to try something new, you know, reminisce about the good times you shared together, but try something new.
Would you like me to add to that?
No, I thought you just probably had
Oh
something to
no.
say, you know. So on that note,
Can you grab some water? I'm sorry, y'all. He has been under the weather. So it's me making sure you're okay. While he's taking some water. Thank you again for those that's tuning in. We appreciate your time. If you have questions, please drop them in the comments so we can answer them later on in the show. You okay? Hey, Melissa. Love you too. Hey, Xavier.
man, tonight's topic is intimacy in the relationship. Intimacy is a hard subject to talk about. A lot of people ain't gonna talk about some things that I ain't afraid to talk about. And what is intimacy between a husband and wife? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, Z, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So, man.
So for those of you just tuning in, he just finished talking about the 3 C's of intimacy. Would you like to go over those again?
Communication, compromise, and commitment. Those are the 3 C's to me in intimacy.
Okay, so then I found the 5 A's of intimacy. The first one is attention. You have to make sure you give your spouse the attention that is needed. Even if they feel like they don't need it, give it to them anyway, because you never know. The second one is acceptance. to me, that is accepting flaws and all, accepting even when you're wrong, accepting it all. The next one is appreciation, taking time to appreciate your spouse, letting them know that you love them, you thank them for everything that they're doing. You see them, you acknowledge them. The next one is affection. Like, I'm a toucher, so I'm always rubbing on him, always hugging on him. I'm just showing him that affection that way by touching that way. Then the last one is allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing your spouse to be vulnerable and sharing those thoughts that he or she may have felt that they couldn't share with anybody else. Just allowing yourself to be you with your spouse, allowing your spouse to be themselves with you. If you can't do that, then maybe you should try doing it. Those are just the 5 that I found to be useful and helpful. So out of the 5 of those, which one do you feel you do the most?
Allowing vulnerability. I allow her to be vulnerable, just like I allow myself to be vulnerable. And what I mean by that is just giving myself to her in all areas. You know what I mean? That's a form of intimacy. Not being afraid to show those different side emotions. You know, a lot of men, they'll keep things in from their woman or whoever it may be and share it with someone else. And I feel like this your first responder right here. Your spouse is your first responder. A lot of people, they don't realize that their significant other is their first responder. Why would you go to someone else? You know, I always say, if I can't come to you, then it don't make no sense for me to be here. You know what I'm saying? I should always be able to come to you about anything, you know, whatever it may be. Like I said, my fears, you know, my disappointments, my dreams, you know, things that I feel is complicated, I should be able to come to you for anything. That's why I say, for me, it ain't about the physical with her. It's about the mental and the intellect. You know what I mean? I could just come get it all from her or bottle it in. You know, I ain't gonna bottle it in. I'm gonna let it out, because if you keep it bottled in, it's gonna explode. So a lot of people don't understand that, though. You know, I always feel like, I'm gonna say it again. Your first line of communication, if you marry or in a relationship, should be your significant other. You should be able to have that open form of intimacy where you can communicate. You know what I mean? I should be able to come to her and be able to say how I feel without her feeling some type of way. And if she do feel some type of way, allow her to voice how she feel. But at the time, it's not about her, it's about me. So that's my thing when it comes to intimacy on that emotional level, because I know I can get really emotional when it comes to certain things.
So out of the 5, which one do you least deal with? Or
I say acceptance. A lot of things I ain't gonna accept. I'm not. I'm not gonna accept a lot of things in intimacy.
so what are the things that you wouldn't accept dealing with intimacy within a marriage?
It depends. Depend on how you coming. Physical, emotional, mental, intellectual, spiritual. Depending on how you coming. Because a lot of things I ain't gonna accept, or I might don't understand it at the time. But I love the attention you give me. You know, I always tell you I appreciate you for all the love you show me. I love when you rub on me, that affection, and for allowing me to be vulnerable. So, you know, I'm hard, so it's hard for me to accept anything. I'm willing to admit that. You know, a lot of people not going to admit that. And that's another level of intimacy. You have to be able to admit when, you know, you right or you wrong. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's the first responder, somebody that you got to be with every night, physical. You don't want that wedge in between the bed, you know, because like she said, she's very affectionate. So I need all that attention. I need all that affection. I need all that attention. Them my top two. What about you?
So the top one for me is affection. And then the least one for me is attention. The reason I'm gonna talk about attention because my attention span is not short at all. But if I'm doing something, I've noticed that I need to put more attention towards stopping what I'm doing when you need me. Of course, when you need me the most, you know I'm right there. I'll drop anything. But if it's just if I'm working on my computer and you come in like, baby, I need you to do this. I'm quick to tell you, give me a second and let me finish what I'm doing instead of pausing that to put my attention on what it is that you need. I know that I can do better with that. So attention will be the one that I need to work on the most out of all 5 of those.
And which one you say affection is your number one?
Yeah, because I'm an affectionate person. It's to the point that my children, they like to use the word cringy when they see me giving him a hug or giving him a kiss or something, or vice versa. The first thing they standing there watching us, but they quick to yell cringy. But I'm glad that we display that in front of them so they'll know what it looks like when their time comes. Of course, we're not getting all vulgar and nothing like that, but a simple kiss or a hug or baby, how you doing? Rub your back, rub your head. We do it in front of the kids, letting them know.
Right. That's a good thing you say that. Letting your kids see their parents be intimate with one another.
Yeah.
Not all the extra, but just knowing what it looks like for to have parents that love on each other the way they do in front of them, so they can be like, man, Papa and Mama, they love each other. They always hugging. You know what I mean? It's to the point now that when I come to the door, they all right there. Even the dog, tail wagging. They want some love. You know what I mean? Because you could be intimate with your kids too. You know what I mean? Intimacy goes a long way, man. Everybody just get caught up in the physicalness of it. You know what I mean? Not the physicalness of it, of a handshake or holding hands or a kiss on the forehead or whatever. They just get caught up. Intimacy could be, I wrote my wife a love letter. You know what I mean? So that's a form of intimacy. I wrote her a love letter, left it, a card, put a heart on a dusty window of a truck and put I love you on there. You know what I mean? So it's just, you have to find different ways to make your significant other smile, man. It's the small things that count for some folks, you know what I mean? But not for all.
So now I have a question, because we pretty much, I feel like, covered all the other stuff about intimacy. So let's dive into the sexual act of it. So I have a question. So is it possible to not be intimate while in the act of with your spouse? To not display that intimacy?
Yes, it is. You
seen that, Travis, to my Dusty?
Man, she asked, can you not be intimate while having sex with your significant other? Yes. That's a quickie. Wham, bam, thank you, man. Get up out of here. That's the way I see it. Because when you're intimate, you're taking your time. You're taking your time. You might get the baby all out, nice massage, rub it all in, get it good, get the heart calm down, all type of heartbeat starting to beat everywhere, your pulse, your neck, your heart, all, With the quickie, it's just fast. Being intimate, it's just slow. Got a little,
So how does going slow define being intimate though? Because you're
going deep.
How does that define? He's taking off the caps.
You already know, man.
I really want to know how, because that's why I say we got all the good things. Let's talk about what everybody think when we hear intimacy. So How does just because you taking your time, you got the bubble bath, you got the roses, you got the music, how does that? Who said that's intimacy?
That's being intimate.
Well, who said that?
I said that. Ray Love said that. That's who said it. Yeah. That's being intimate. No. All right. Since we going there tonight, y'all listeners, put y'all kids, don't let y'all kids see that. That's saying the mood. Right. You setting the mood. You setting the mood to get there. Now, if I wanted to just then rip them off, that's something different. So if you come on from work and you don't know what's going on, you got that's just setting the mood. Right. That is setting the mood, but you leading up to intimacy. You taking your time. You're courting in the bedroom. Since y'all want to go there and my wife don't care, hold up. Since y'all want to go there and my wife don't care, some of y'all just want to be fucked.
Pause real quick before he goes to there. So the reason I asked about it, we gonna go into that. Give me 1 second because you about to take off. So the reason I asked that because in the beginning we said the true meaning of intimacy in a relationship is a feeling of being close and emotionally connected and supported. That's why I asked, how does setting the mood determine you're being intimate? That's tonight.
That's why business wife of the night. Man, setting the mood is being close. Even though we close, we're getting closer. I'm setting you up. I'm setting you up for to be more emotionally connected.
Okay.
By taking my time, being supportive of everything that's about to happen. Every day you don't come on to no bubble bath. Every day you don't get rubbed down with no baby oil. Every day you don't get back massages. But the day that I'm being intimate like that, what is it? My point exactly. Thank you all, folks. So if that didn't answer your question.
Okay, so you just said some of y'all just want to get smashed. We no cussing on this.
My bad. I'm sorry. Y'all broke the cardinal rule.
Yes, you did. He said some of y'all just want to get smashed.
It's a difference between making love and just getting smashed. Period. Big difference. Smash is, like Miss London said, just waiting to get that and get on about your business. Tanisha Wilson and Jared J.
Tagging
Wilson.
People.
He said, y'all need to get on here. He going in tonight. But it's a big difference though, man. A lot of people don't. I was once told, and I got to follow the rules tonight, that sometimes, man, y'all might be mad at me. A woman gonna go back to that person that smashed her than the one that made love to her. That's what I was told.
Who said that?
Hey, man, because it's like the one who smashed her and the one who making love, she want the one that smashed because the smashing would matter. All that taking your time and all that. So what is gonna be? You want to get smashed or you want to get intimate? I'm just saying though.
You asking me which one I prefer?
Help the ladies out. I don't know. I'm a smash and a grabber, so it don't matter to me.
Right, so I get both.
So. It don't matter to me. So, but I feel like intimacy, man, you could touch more in your relationship. This must be the singles night combo. Travis, I don't know who you is, man. You cut them. Nah, it ain't that, because even in the marriage, brother, whoever you is, you could smash your wife and you can make love to your wife.
Right. Like y'all said, the quickie.
Sometimes you ain't got time to be making love with your wife. But then you got a house full of kids. You gotta. She started. Y'all already know. I'm keep it PG-13, but
you went already a few minutes ago,
and I brought it back down. Anyway, intimacy for me is staying connected, showing appreciation, go on a date, be vulnerable with your woman. Don't schedule no sex. I'm dying. Drink in hand. And don't die, man. Not on my show.
So you just said don't schedule it or do schedule it.
Man, I don't like scheduling.
Well, sometimes that works though, because what if y'all always busy and y'all literally, like you said, you got kids, you got work, you got social life, you got all this other stuff. I'm gonna even take social life out of there. What if you had, like, sometimes you work all day and then you come home and you're tired? So it would almost be like we don't schedule, but there's a chance that we could, because you always working. So I gotta be like, baby, that's scheduling. If I gotta be like, baby,
And what I do,
you pull out my Palm Pilot and start putting you on the calendar.
I gotta go on the calendar. I don't need to be up in y'all. Put me on no calendar. Hey, my name is Gregory Red.
Anyway, so yeah. So he said he don't like the scheduling part, but it's a part of it. Sometimes you have to. Some couples really do have to do that.
I feel like why should you? I understand. What's up, little bit? I feel like why should you schedule sex and you in the same house? You in your room, the door closed. You got a bathroom. You got a walk-in closet. Spice it up. You might be in that closet reaching for some. Here I go. I'm up in there. So why you gotta schedule it? Thank you. See, there goes somebody that know, man. What's up, man?
I'm not saying I don't know what's up. What I'm saying is there are people who do schedule that.
I think that's weird.
It's weird. It may be weird to us, but it works for them because so what if you have, let's use people in the Army, for example. You got the spouse that's gone, and then you got the spouse that's at home. And then when he returned from deployment or whatever, they literally have to make time to do what they got to do before he got to leave again. So you get some situations scheduling that is.
I'm in the army. I'm on my way back. You already know what it is. Schedule what? Them kids need to be by their grandma.
That's still scheduling though. I'm scared. I'm putting you come home on this day, so let me make sure I got X, Y, and Z in place. That's scheduling.
So you put things in place when I came home?
Yeah. It was supposed to be, but it didn't go that way. So
gas pedal.
He said it seems boring. It does seem it like we don't do that. No,
you already know, Leah. She said no smash.
Look, it is boring. However, I think it's weird too, because why am I making an appointment? We all agreeing. I'm just simply saying that there are people that do that because they have to.
They weird.
To each his own. We ain't scheduling nothing.
I don't know how you know.
But there are some people that do that.
She said, "Don't look at him like that."
When you come on, I can look at you like that.
When you hungry, you hungry. That part, yeah.
It's still a schedule. If I gotta make plans, I'm making plans to have my. So we're gonna use us for example. So when he came home, the plan was for the kids to not be here, so we can do what we do. It didn't go that way. I scheduled them to be somewhere else, and they was not there. They were at home. Luckily, we was able to do what we do in between him coming home. Several times. But the day he came home and was home for good, kids were here, and we had to wait all the way to that night, and that's called scheduling. We got to put it off to tonight because you got kids all in the way. That's a schedule. It's not me literally saying, look at my calendar. Bam, we're going to do this day. That's not, it don't mean the calendar.
Nighttime.
Right, waiting. You on schedule for nighttime because it's a bunch of kids.
We say, give him some of that orange juice, sis.
It's almost long.
Man.
He coughing, I'm coughing. Kids nowadays know all about it. They do, but I don't need my kids nowhere around.
Yeah.
None. It's to the point I don't even. We wait till tonight now because them Negroes be up. They like to be in the living room, and I'm like, go somewhere. All it takes is the tap of the shoulder once the kids sleep. That's scheduling. You're waiting till the kids sleep to tap on the shoulder.
I ain't tapping. He tapping. I ain't tapping. He ain't tapping.
The things y'all think are not scheduling, that's scheduling. Because you're waiting until the kids are asleep.
But man, what did you say? Scheduling sex
can demonstrate a commitment to your relationship, improve communication, and guarantee quality time. That's exactly what I'm saying, Melissa. Hold on.
All right, Melissa. Y'all got them old school. Y'all got them old school.
So this Melissa says scheduling sex can demonstrate a commitment to your relationship, improve communication, and guarantee quality time. That's all it is.
You guarantee quality time,
right? But when you have five, we have five. So when you have 2 or more kids
gathering together in that living room,
it's guaranteed quality time when they go to sleep.
Guaranteed?
It's guaranteed quality time when they go to sleep because when they up, they knocking on the door.
Smashing or intimacy?
Both. You can start off smashing and end it in intimacy.
Really?
So yeah.
She laughing.
It is true.
Man. Y'all have a basketball time.
A good game.
Yeah. 4 quarters. Might be a little overtime. So
it's always a little overtime.
Amen.
But yeah, so
you need that quiet time. Everybody needs. See, I'm glad you say that, Miss Melissa. Intimacy is quality time too. Like I was gonna spend my time with my wife. You know what I mean? I be having stuff playing with people. I don't want to be telling. I just be reneging on. No answer my phone. God don't do not disturb and all that because I don't want to spend most of my time with her. So I guess I'm gonna give me some basketball time this Sunday alone. So
yeah. Not with me. He means literally a basketball game.
Yeah, you know.
Because you said it's a Sunday. Just want to make that clear. We're not waiting all the way to Sunday.
Right. All my quality time. Quality time is intimacy too. Just to sit down and talk, recap the day, see how things went. A lot of people don't. Nowadays, I'm noticing that people just in a relationship. They don't actually significant other. How was your day? They come to the door, girl. You know what I mean? And just they go on about their business.
Yeah.
So you need, you know what I mean? I think in any relationship, you should get back to asking, how was your day? Regardless, it's repetitive. I mean, sometimes people need to vent and tell their significant other how that sometimes, man, baby, ask me how my day going. I can tell her. When she asks me that, I go in. Man, my day be long.
And this is when I mentioned earlier about the attention. So he just said when he talk about his day at work, he goes, he takes off. And halfway towards the end of his takeoff, I will get up and I will walk off. Because I'm like, baby, you done spent 30 minutes talking about this job. So, the last 10 minutes, let me go and do what I need to do. By the time I come back, you done.
Could have been did all that. Now it's my time. You've been on the little pink little computer all day. Daddy home. I need my time. I need the attention. I was talking to you on my lunch break and all that there, but now I see you in the flesh and I need me. Thank you. Y'all know how it go. I need me. So I'm big on that. I get mad and I don't get her attention. I'm pouting and everything.
Yes,
I need
like
all
a big kid.
I'm pouting. I need mine. I need my attention from my wife. This is what I want it from.
And that's another thing. Well, I guess it's a good thing as far as the kids, because when he act like that, the kids pick up on that. They do the same thing. They do the exact same thing. If I don't stop and give one a hug, the other one getting mad. If I'm giving like Anaya is a hugger. My girl is a hugger. If she's giving me a hug, she don't want nobody else giving me a hug. But then you have Leia over there pouting because she want a hug now. Then you have Deja turning her nose up because now she want a hug. Then you have King who's standing looking crazy because he want a hug. And then here come Khalid. Can I get a hug too? Like,
and here go Leia. She don't want nobody hugging on me, and not even this one. So,
right.
schedule 6 can cause infidelity depending on the communication between spouses. At the altar, this was not the plan. Boy, I need to bring you on.
Oh my God.
That was not the plan. Scheduling 6. Man,
it's called life. Of course,
It's
nobody
called
is
life.
talking about
Right.
scheduling anything while at the altar, but
Right.
when you start having kids
That was a good
and
one.
all of this other thing, let me put that on the screen.
Right. That was a
Start
good
having
one.
all this other stuff, it's bound to happen for
That was a
those who
good
want to
one.
read it as well.
Schedule 6
Yes,
can
it's
cause
going to
infidelity.
happen, especially waiting till their sleep. That's
I
called
don't know why you
scheduling.
said that can cause infidelity. You gotta wait. If you got me waiting
Because
2-3 days, only time I'm waiting, I'm gonna be honest, is when Mother Nature is here. When Mother Nature ain't here, New Year's
So
Eve.
I think I'm gonna use my own opinion to what Travis said. I think what I'm assuming he means, you have some situations or some women and men who, or the man wanted, and the woman is like, no, I'm not ready, or I'm tired, or I don't feel good. And he's waiting and waiting and waiting. And that's almost like scheduling because she's telling you, wait, not right now, maybe next time. And then he gonna do what he do because you taking forever. You not giving to him what he need, or
What he say?
she ain't.
Selling rays.
So he is tagging.
He tagging. Man, hey, I don't care what you bring, what you want to hear. Put it up there, ask the question. But I guess, like she said, you're right, because a lot of times, man, for a man, he don't want to wait. You know what I mean?
Women don't want to wait either.
My point exactly. So I think if I heard a man tell a woman to wait, man, something wrong with him. I think something wrong with him. I ain't letting what? Man, look. Go, Gadget Gregory. Straight up. You know what I mean? Like, that's just real talk, man. Because, like, telling somebody to, not today. I'm tired right now, not today. It's either somebody else smashing it, or it's like, what's going on? Either somebody else smashing it, you ain't on your cycle, or what's going on? Where we at?
So I want to pause right there. So what if it really is something going on, and you so caught up? I'm not saying you. I'm saying let's use the man, because it's all 9 times out of 10, it's always the man they want it the most. So what if it's something really is going on with her, and instead of him taking time to figure out what's going on, he decides he finna go get it from somewhere else. If she's not on her cycle, or if she's not pregnant, or because let me not take pregnancy right now. So if she's not on her cycle, or she really don't feel good,
voice that. But how long are you gonna be? I'm not feeling it. Like I said, if you ain't on your woman nature, somebody else smashing it, or what's going on? Tell me.
but what if she doesn't know that? What if she doesn't know? I'm the only reason I'm saying that because I love using myself as an example. I've been there to where I'm like, I don't know what's wrong. I was just not in the mood, not on my cycle. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I'm just not in the mood.
So then you have to get in the mood, or that ain't gonna work neither.
There has been time that didn't happen. I wasn't messing with nobody else. I wasn't doing this, doing that. But then other things happen because that he decided he wanted to go smash something else because I wasn't in that space, instead of taking time to find out what was wrong with me. Turns out it was stress.
So stress had you not in the mood?
Yeah. So but see, that's what people don't understand. With stress will make you feel all different types of ways.
So what if you got your stress reliever?
I don't know about that. My thing is, at that time, I didn't want none of it. I was trying to figure it out on my own.
Right. But if a person right there trying to help, then what do you expect from them to just, he said it's easy for either party to feel less attractive. You say less attractive.
I think he's saying, I ain't no mind reader, because that's what the next one say. But when I hear that, it's easy for either party to feel less attractive. I think if you pushing me away, I'm on you, I want it, and then you started telling me no, I'm gonna start eventually gonna be like, dang, what's wrong with me? What this got going on? To where he not into me no more, or vice versa. It's the same thing.
I don't know. If I ain't into you, something must be better find out what's wrong with me.
So the next one said, many women feel as if men should be mind readers. I'm guilty of that because and the reason I'm guilty of that because back to Gregory and I, when we first met, like he said, we related before we dated. So a lot of things, even from then up until now, Gregory knows me. And I feel like on certain situations, he should know when I want it, when I don't want it, when I want to be bothered, when I don't want to be bothered, when I want to hug, when I don't want to hug, when I want my back rub, when I don't want my back rub, when I just want to lounge around, when I don't want to lounge around. I feel like he should know that without me saying anything. Eventually, when he don't get it, of course I have to tell him. But the way our relationship is, I do feel like he a mind reader because he should know. I can look at him and tell when something is not right. I can look at him and tell when he wants something. I can look at him and tell when he's hungry without him saying any of that.
Did she fix my plate? That what you asked?
Yes.
Travis? Oh.
I don't see it. Where you see that
at? Being funny.
Sometimes I fix it, sometimes I don't. The point is, you got a meal. I make sure you ate.
Right.
So it should be some men think women are mind readers.
What I'm thinking right now.
Would you like me to tell the people?
You can tell them.
He want to go get some. Because we're talking about intimacy right now.
That ain't what I'm thinking. Man should make her. Okay.
Also, one of the people he tagged says, men should make her feel good, not just in bed. You're stressing. He should be there emotionally and make her feel beautiful and want her. If the man isn't wanting her and loving on her outside of the bed, what the hell is going on? That really messes with the other's self-esteem. Like, hold up, why the hell he don't want me? That's exactly what I was saying. That falls on the less attractive. And instead of you taking time to figure out why I don't want it, you would rather go hop in the next hot pants and then be looking dumb when you come back.
Ooh-wee.
So then Travis said, you love the out of him and he's greedy for you.
Facts. But the lady, Miss Reyes, she said a mouthful. Mm-hmm. I love on my wife outside the bed a lot. Just the other day, she was an hour and a half away. And lo and behold, your boy.
Speaking of, so I was out at
this intimacy.
At my sister's lunch event that she had, and I was Waze said it was an hour away. It depends on which way you came. You come, and he went the way they literally took him an hour to get to me, but I was way across town, and he was way in the boondocks where we stay. And he texted me, he's like, babe, what you do? You want to go somewhere after? Now, the thing ended at 9. So he drove over there to where I was and sat in the parking lot and waited for me to come out. And we still didn't get back home to 10, maybe 11, because we stood out in the parking lot talking. But that's just one of the things he does with me. If he missing me or he just gonna be up under me, he's gonna come to where I'm at, no matter how far it is. So
I'm gonna go to places where lover goes, do the things that lovers do.
He drove an hour.
I drove an hour
because he was bored at home and he wanted to be.
I wanted to be with my wife. That was another sign of intimacy for me. And everybody like, oh, I'm just, I don't want to be with nobody. I want to be under my wife. So I drove all the way over there.
Yes, we said that. Y'all share, bring the people in so we can get these questions and we can answer these questions. Share, share, share.
Like, comment, comment.
Yes.
Help us, help y'all so we can help somebody else. That's what the Help Meet experience is all about.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, man, I was bored last Saturday or Sunday night. I was just really missing my wife. Really tired of watching basketball. Like, man, this bed is money, money, money. Nah, it ain't always about that, man. We just want to just help people, man. Like the stuff she been through, the stuff that I've been through in past relationships. You know what I mean? We came up with this Help Me experience. What people don't know, it's like, you know what I mean? Like our experience has taught us a lot about love, lust, and lies, man, and about relationships, whether it be with significant others, whether it be with family, friends, things of that nature. So we were sitting down on the phone, whatever it was, and we just said, man, help me experience, you know, me read what I'm reading the Bible, she looking up her stuff and like, hey man, let's do it. You know what I mean? Let's just try something different. It ain't for monetary gain or whatever. It's just to come on here and it's just to come on here. You know, it's just to help people, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, whatever God has in stores for this Help Me experience, man. Everybody that started from the bottom with us, man, we gonna be here. You know, money don't make me, man. You know what I mean? I done had it, I done lost it, I done had it, I done lost it. You know what I mean? This is how it goes because you're constantly right. You know what I mean? That part, you know what I mean? That's the goal as well. That's the goal as well. You know what I mean? To have that relationship counseling, marriage counseling, you know, people come to both of us for advice. And one thing about me, like I always say, I'm raw and uncut. If you ain't gonna accept my truth, then I still want the cash app. All right, bro. You got that. You got that. So, baby, you mentioned something. You said love, lust, and lies. So I want to, but it also ties into intimacy. So with the lust part, now the lust itself is going to be a whole nother topic for a whole nother Thursday. Right. But since you brought it up right now, could there be intimacy in lust? She bringing this up. So I'm gonna answer first. I think yes, because first of all, lust is just the topic itself is just broad, out of control. Lust is broad, but intimacy, I feel like it, because what I'm trying to say, like if I'm lusting, I feel like I'm gonna do everything that I need to do to get you. But saying it out loud was like it made sense in my head. So what's your take on that? Lust and intimacy being tied into the same, not tied into the same, but I guess could be both in one. You gotta think. I told you we be picking each other brain a lot. Lust, for me, man. So let's bring it closer into within a marriage though. Okay. Not outside. Within a marriage, for me, I lust after my wife all the time. We'll get to y'all. I lust after my wife all the time. And it's to the point where I always say something that she said, why you say this? Because I say, he go, baby. She know what I mean. And some of y'all could catch that. You know what I mean? It's not disrespect. I always say, like, women are beautiful. And my wife is fine. So I always say, if I see somebody over there that's fine, I look at my wife, because I like to dress up. I like to see her with certain things on that makes me attracted to her in a lustful manner, that makes me want to be intimate, made more intimate with her. Because lust is like a for some people it's like a sex-driven thing because it's of the eyes. So it's like, you know what I mean? Lust and intimacy, it can go hand in hand, but lust sometimes will override stuff. Miss Melissa
We're gonna go
said,
back. So let's say, what if the man does not want to share his health issues because he too embarrassed? Then, as the woman, you want sex, but you don't want to make him feel bad. Stick to toys. So there's 3 questions in one. The first one is, what if a man does not want to share his health issues because he is too embarrassed? So we're gonna break it down. So with that one question, if that were me and he, if that were us in this situation, does not share his health issues. If you had health issues and you didn't share them with me, well, me personally, I'm gonna keep asking you, why not? Why not? And then I'm gonna take time, just like I said earlier, instead of the man taking time, I'm gonna take time to figure out why. What's going on, baby? What's going on? Tell me what's going on.
I'm smiling because I like that question she said. I want to expound on that. What if a man does not want to share his health issues because he's too embarrassed?
Health issues that could affect
this. That's why I'm smiling. And Melissa, that was a good point. I'm gonna tell you why they're embarrassed now. Because you talked a good game, and now it's time to go put in that work. And your butt can't perform. You've been stunting.
Or it could be you could have been stunned at first, but what if it really is they was going good, strong, and then he went to the doctor and found out something bad was happening with him. And then he came. We're not talking about you because we know me and you gonna show. We talking about other people. If they was going hard at first, and then he goes to the doctor, gets a bad report, and is too ashamed to come back and tell his significant other, babe, this was going on, and I won't be able to perform as much. I would be embarrassed if that was me too. But outside of us, because we're going to share, what advice would you give to that man who's embarrassed to tell his wife or his girlfriend? Now, if that's me, then what advice would I give her? Be patient and understand it, and don't rush him into trying to tell you. Just
if a man is too embarrassed to share health issues with you, this is just me. If he too embarrassed to share a health issue with you that's leading up to sex, he don't trust you. Because you got some women that'll be like, your motherfucking ass can't even, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know how it go. So that's why I say I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna rewind. You gotta relate before you date. You gotta get to know who you with. You gotta eat out.
Don't read it. So next we gonna read them comments going down the line. So the second part of Melissa's question is, then as the woman, you want sex, but you don't want to make him feel bad. We just talked about this. So do you stick to toys? So with toys, y'all have a conversation about it. Have the conversation about an alternative. I see somebody say it'd be like a baby, you need a blue pill. A blue pill can be the alternative, another alternative. If you want to use a toy, if you agree on that, then between the two of y'all, figure out ways to get around the health issue affecting that. I mean, but of course, you both have to be on the same page, understanding those are one of the situations I would, if that were me with health issues, and I tell my spouse, I'm trusting that my spouse is not gonna go run to this homeboy, or he telling me he's trusting for me not to go tell. Because you do have some women who gonna go tell their best girlfriend, dog, he got this. That needs to stay between you and him.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Lusting after your wife. She say, lusting after your wife is the way to go. Make her blush often, and no man can ever. She stay blushing. See, look.
I do.
It just, that's when you certain things I do or certain things my wife do is like, that's when we know that that day that we are in tune with the infinite, meaning one another. Because it could be every day I look at my wife, I say, dang, girl, you pretty in the mud. Every single day. And I don't know, it's not out of repetitiveness because I said so much. I've been saying it for a long time. Every time I look at her, I'm like, man, people always tell me, Ray, you got a beautiful wife. I'll be like, I know. Hey, you ain't gotta tell me. You know, I jack them britches up and I be capping. I know I got a good looking wife. So see, and me
looking a little dusty right now, but it's fine.
It's all right. It's all right, baby. You looking a little dusty for me. But but when I tell her that, because just like she elaborates on my handsome husband this and my husband that makes me smile. You know what I mean? Just like when I come back and tell her, you know, baby, woo de woo woo de woo, she's smiling. Boy, you ain't. I'm putting on for my wife. What? I'm pulling out pictures. What you got? Man, I got a 1,001 over here. Yeah, I stay posting my pictures. My wife on my page. I'll see her on there. Go check it out. Bad. Yeah, she's very beautiful.
Thank you, Travis.
What do you say? I'm rainbow though. What is that? Oh, wait.
I didn't. Baby. So what was you saying?
Oh, but yeah, man. I always brag on my wife. My wife, man, I stay bragging on her. She's very beautiful. When I'm in the mall, I just be just stepping back, just getting out the way. Yeah, and they be looking at me like, yeah.
So,
what's up,
Travis, so what you just said about me, his homegirl, I don't know if she's still on here. What she told you the other day?
Oh, she said, I don't know why she was so ugly. I don't know why she was so ugly because she pretty in the bud. Oh, man, I say, wait, man, you didn't got that dog. You know what I'm saying? that little flash.
That is not the conversation. Whatever they was talking about, she said something about me because he said something about money. And then he told me, she said, I stay looking good.
Yeah,
and he was like, she don't go that way or something.
Yeah, she don't go that way. And she was talking about, I'm gonna send you some money because I know you going broke giving her all your money. So I'm gonna send you $200. And now I'm going broke on my wife. But man, you have to be intimate, man. So the lust and the intimacy. Lust is of the eyes. Intimacy is of the heart. That was my answer that I was, as we talking and going through everything, it just came on there. She doesn't go my way either. Mrs. Gray said, honey, it's rare to see a face like yours without a filter these days. You're definitely beautiful. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. See, I got her smiling. See, if she ain't smiling, she gonna look like a we all losing. Man, that's crazy, man. But now I'm thanking y'all for coming on tonight, man. Some of y'all, man, I ain't never even seen before, man.
Right, just first time attending. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Travis, for tagging everybody.
Yeah, man. You brought some of your friends on, man. Every Thursday night, 8:30, we're gonna have a hot topic. Next week's topic might be even hotter. But if y'all want us to talk about certain things, hit up the Help Me Experience, man. Inbox us, man. Let us know what y'all want to talk about, man. That way we could put our minds together. You know, we put our minds together and come back and share with y'all on that Thursday night, man, on what that topic is. Because one of our friends asked us to talk about intimacy because she knows that we are real intimate with one another. Every time they see us, we always hugging, we always kissing, we always everywhere together. It's a bunch of pictures that y'all ain't even seen before. And we just love on each other, man, and always possible. You know, we want people to see what Black love look like, you know, in the hood, not on TV. You know what I'm saying? Not
I'm so glad you said that.
All that other stuff. You know what I mean? We giving you reality, raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be sending you my cash out. Y'all
no, we're not leaving. No.
we ain't capping it all, man. You got some questions, man? Tag some more of your friends or whatever.
Please.
You know, if y'all got some questions or whatever.
I'm so glad you said that. I mean to cut you off. I'm glad you said that because a lot of people look for people who, like you say, raw and uncut, and who don't have all the flashy stuff and all of that. I mean, We doing this for a purpose, you know.
Yeah, it's a purpose. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep saying this. Help us, help y'all to help somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, Miss Melissa said yes, for Black love.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's something we stand on. You know what I mean? Like, we might be ready to bite each other head off, but one thing about it, man, we gonna come back full circle.
Yeah.
And love on one another. You know what I mean? So you can't stay mad at your significant other all day. Somebody got to give. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to lose to win. You know what I mean? Like today, I lost one, she lost one. Now we right back at it on the Help Me experience. Like nothing ain't even happening. And you know it's going to be some intimacy. Please pin the cash. Please pin the cash app. You'll thank me later. You know what?
What?
I'll put my cash app on there because if I would thank you later, you might well
Okay, put it. You can put yours because we really haven't
didn't even thought about nothing like that. Melissa said
Put
write a
yours.
book.
It's coming.
Let me see. What's mine? Let me see. We writing a book, Melissa. You gonna love it too. I promise you is. I promise you gonna love it. I promise you gonna love it. We writing a book together. I promise you gonna love it.
So it even got to the point, even though the Help Me experience, it was
type it on.
Yeah. It is for married couples. However, we tend to reach those who aren't married.
Right.
And I don't mind giving advice to those who aren't married because they need it too. I mean, of course you want to feel, I feel like people want to feel that they are important as well when it comes to relationships. I know because you have some people who are not married, but they are common law. And in the state of Texas, that's considered you're married. So so I don't mind talking to those who aren't married but are in a relationship.
My thing is with that, we wanted to keep it marriage because a lot of people, I stay telling her that I feel like a lot of people just getting married just to be getting married. It seems like marriage these days is a fad. You know what I mean? And for us, we not putting on no facade, man. We've been knowing each other for 16 years. You know what I mean? We've been married for 3. And we just been, just doing our thing. You know what I mean? These last 3 years, man, it has shown us some things that we didn't know about each other. We thought we knew everything about each other in those first 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
But when we became married, a lot of things came out that we didn't even know about one another. You know what I mean? Some hurtful things, some things that I'm married, but sometimes I want to some hurtful things. It's some things like that. So it's, I wanted to help the married people. Like, man, if you got married for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope you didn't get married out of lust. I hope you ain't got married because y'all had a baby together. I hope you didn't get married because you just wanted to be married to say, oh, I'm married. That's not cool. So that's just how I looked at it.
Right. Ms. Jolie said, y'all's presence and chemistry speaks volumes.
Thank you.
I'll be tuning in sometimes, but my life is so busy. Travis and Celie may have to keep tagging me. That's perfectly fine. So I have a question for you. So you said you'll be tuning in sometimes, but your life is so busy. So you also said in the next comment that you're married. So I have a question. Do you and your husband schedule sex because your life is so busy? And this is a genuine question because based on what we talked about earlier.
Travis said it.
Right. And then before you answer that, your next one says, I'm married, but sometimes I want to list my husband on eBay. Amen. I want to list mine on eBay today too, sis. But we made it by the grace of God.
If I'd have went on eBay, I bet the highest bid would have paid $1 million.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Nah.
And then she said, I'm kidding. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade mine either for the world, but sometimes
bipolar.
That's far from bipolar. Okay, so now my question, Travis said messy. So my question was, for all the married women who may be on here, have you had to schedule sex? Whether it was one time before, all the time. I want to know because a few of them said, Travis said scheduling is boring. Someone else said scheduling. He didn't use the word schedule, but he said sometimes you gotta tap on the shoulder when the kids go to bed. So I want to know y'all answers about that part.
My Cash App on there too, y'all. Y'all looking for it. So, but it's gonna go into help me experience bank account. So,
Yes.
but man, I ain't scheduling. So, but if I had, my thing is this: like old girl say, we
Wait, let
don't.
me put it up.
Oh.
She said, we don't schedule something about this man in mornings, Lord. I'm gonna speak on that real quick. Then she said, and weekends, I'll be like, bruh, don't wake me up at that. Catch me before I go to sleep. I don't get to sleep in often. It's understandable. But the morning times, they really are the best time.
Best part of waking up.
Okay, I'm gonna do it another way. The best times is, man, look.
In the morning.
In the morning time, catch me in the morning. Because at nighttime, I want to go to bed. The weekend, the kids are here. Live at 5, live at 10,
she
live
said
everywhere.
It happens when it happens around here. Whenever one of us ain't running from the other one. She said running. And y'all sound like some horned-toe frogs.
Oh, God.
Running. No, we don't. Oh, look at Chantel. She say, no, we don't schedule, but we foreplay to plan and laugh out loud. That makes perfectly sense. Foreplay? She say, no, we don't schedule. That slide be hit.
Oh my God.
Well, y'all got the ball here. Somebody say, to be honest, if your man breaking your back, let's get it in ASAP.
That part.
So,
what you said?
I'm just laughing at the comments. They going in.
I'll put it up. Yep. I like what Chantel said. No, we don't schedule, but we foreplay into planning. So foreplay into planning, if that makes sense. Can you break that down for me?
I think I got it. What she's saying.
So what you think?
I think she's saying catch, get a little bit. So you running around. You might got them little shorts on. Them kids might slide by. You might grab on the butt, grab on the titty, kiss on the neck.
Can you see it now?
So
Travis,
it's something foreplay. He laughing. I know it.
Hey, see.
I know it. Oh, that's who said the
said. To be honest, if you're that's who said that. I didn't realize who said it.
So that's what I see. All right. Waiting on that little chime that hit.
Oh, Lord.
I said chill. That little chime that hit. So,
but anyway, so yeah.
But nah, man, I'm enjoying y'all tonight, man. Every night when it gets to the end, that's when it seems like it gets. Yeah. That's when it picks up. It's like people that's come on here. Longer than we be. Travis, I want to thank you, man. I'm gonna have to bring you on one day, man, and get you as a special guest. You know, you bring on all your friends. It don't matter to me. I don't discriminate against nobody. I'm cool with everybody. You know what I mean? So I think in the near future, man, we'll start bringing guests on. If people just want to have one-on-one discussions, you know, if you don't mind, you know, sharing with others, you know, help us, help you, help somebody else. Because it might be a question that you might come on in your sharing and that it might help somebody else. Because like Travis said something tonight, a lot of people, they're going to be scared. I ain't scared. I took my hat off. You know, the New Orleans came out, I took my hat off. We about to box tonight. So, you know, I thought y'all was going to come with y'all questions or whatever. But, you know, I'm always ready for war. Some good questions and statements. Yeah, they did. I enjoyed them. I'm up.
So I think we're going to dive into the last part of marriage next week.
We're going to talk about love, lust, and lies or just lust?
Yes. We can talk about all three.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, Lord.
She said, when I get my show back up and running, I'm definitely inviting you all as often as you will accept. We sure will.
We sure will.
So we can let people know about this right here.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, I think, I know one of the reasons I even wanted to do this is because a lot of we're young. Well,
We
I'm
young.
young.
I'm young.
And
I'm
so,
young. Y'all, I'm
but a
have
lot
some
of a lot of people that's been married a very long time are much older than us. And I
Right.
wanted to be kind of step in and bridge that gap of the younger couples who are just not getting married and those who have been married, and kind of, like I said, be that gap, bridging the gap for both sides. Because a lot of the older people, they can still use the advice that we give to help the younger generation.
Right. But then some of them older people, I feel like, not to cut you off, they stuck in their ways.
That's why I said a lot of the advice that we give
Right.
can also
So
help them.
right, because I know, like our pastor say, sometimes you gotta be street with it. So that's when we come in, like whatever y'all got, whatever question y'all trying to ask, like Melissa said when she asked that question, I'm just gonna be raw. If the man don't trust you, he ain't gonna tell you. Because sometimes women can be petty. That's why your thing ain't working. And there you go. The man stressing even more now. There you go. So, you know what I mean? Nobody won't hear all that. You know what I'm saying? You tell me that. Well, I'm going somewhere else. It might work for somebody else. Why it ain't work for you?
Boy.
So, and it be like that sometimes. You know, don't it make sense?
It makes sense.
No, I'm gonna make it make sense because I'm gonna make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So then she laughed. I know it. I know it. I know it.
Because y'all know women, we can be petty. Okay.
Queen petty.
Let me see. Thank y'all for tuning in. We can go all night, especially on this topic. Thank y'all for tuning in with us and giving us feedback.
Oh, that's a good one, baby.
I'm reading. She said, "This is the final round for my husband and I. We learned a lot the first go around, then found each other with perfect timing. We got married for whatever reasons the first time. Wasn't looks, because both of our exes funny looking."
Oh, now you wrong.
I'm
Ms.
so
Gray.
glad. Yoli, sis, I'm so glad you said that.
I'm about to get out
because
the way. I'm about to excuse
because
myself.
a lot of people don't realize it. Y'all married for the right reason. If y'all didn't married for looks. Okay.
No, she said the first time they was married to different people.
Right, but she wasn't looks because both of our exes funny looking. So she didn't marry. They didn't marry.
Right.
They didn't marry the last couple for looks. Listen.
That's what she said, Travis. We ain't being messy. You see
right,
that comment
but
up there?
this is his first marriage. This is my second marriage.
It's my first one. I've been married to the game.
But so I used to always say them.
He need clarification. Clarification for what? I'm just saying. I'm like, what? Man, certain stuff, I don't get on. I don't. With me and her, I don't talk about exes. I don't talk about exes. She'll tell you one thing about me. I don't speak on. He said married to the game. I don't speak on. She'll tell you I don't speak on other men. I don't at all. Period. That ain't. Man, I don't care about that. I don't. If she would tell me one of her, I'm like, I don't care. I'm with you now. So that's why that's always been me. I'm winning because I'm married to the game.
He said that even when I was with whoever else before, he always said he was the first one.
I'm winning. Smart. Never. I don't do that. That's just me because I feel like if I put that energy out there towards that ex, other things gonna come up. Look, that I might give experience, but I'm not giving that ex I'm not giving that no energy. I don't speak on it. So when people be speaking on me to her, none of that stuff don't even matter. You know what I mean?
But that's what it is for me when it comes to his exes. Now there have been a couple of times that I've spoken on them.
Right.
And I had every right to.
Right.
But when it comes to my exes, I always use that as, because that's what I've been through. Those are my experiences that I've learned from, experiences that I've grown from, experiences that I know what to do and what to do and what not to do. So of course I bring those experiences up, not the actual ex.
Yeah, I always say experience is the best teacher. You've been with somebody, man, you done been through some things. Now my thing is, when it comes to exes, lead them where they at. You don't even know about nothing going on over here. Lead them where they at. Cause none of them ain't worrying about what's going on. My ex ain't worrying about what's going on over here. They might say, man, I'm happy for you. If they ain't up lifting you instead of sliding, like he said, then man, what's up? Because when you go to being disrespectful, that's when I'm pulling up, and that's when that New Orleans is coming out. So that's
on
just
that
the way
note,
it
Miss
is.
Jolie said, we've been together 13 years, make 7 years of marriage in May. Woo-hoo!
Kudos, man.
Congratulations.
Kudos, man. Kudos.
My birthday is in May, so that is an extra special month. Got a marriage and a birthday.
He said, I'm
Congratulations.
serious. I'm sending y'all an invite to an adult only
We will be
event
there
on April 15th. Where it said, first and foremost, because I don't go everywhere.
We coming.
Where's that? You need to let me know ahead of time so I can have my mind prepared, Travis, because I'm with the shits, but I ain't with it.
Baby, yes, you did.
Shit, they don't know what I'm talking about. April 15th. Let me check my calendar. See what that
it's
is.
tax day.
Anyway.
I'm enjoying tonight.
Are you enjoying tonight too? He said April
Chit-chatting with
15th.
y'all.
Oh, that's in 2 weeks. April 15th in 2 weeks,
Keep it
adult
down.
only. Yes, I'm coming after work, but I'm coming. Oh, she already know about the party.
Yes.
Oh, you don't want to tell us about it, huh, Travis? All right.
He said he's gonna send us in.
Mm-hmm. Miss Yoli.
Yeah, she's coming after work.
She's coming after work. So coming after work. Okay.
But, it's on the 18th. Okay.
This year, no, you thought this year tag there. She heard that tag. Boy, y'all something else, boy.
Travis said we aren't ghetto. Bouge ghetto.
That's a new word. Can I tag that? Can I have that?
You just commented the other day. He told me I'm bougie and ghetto.
Oh, I did. Can I add that? I'm gonna make some clothing out of that.
No.
Bougie ghetto. Boo ghetto. I like that.
Okay, back to the topic.
All right. We are in ghetto. Boo. How you say it? Boo ghetto. Bougie ghetto.
Boo, B-O-U, ghetto.
Bujetto. Like Spanish or French. Bujetto. Bujetto, everybody. Intimacy in a relationship, man. It's Bugetto, like Spanish.
That's a J, Bujetto.
Bujetto. Oh,
you gotta
Lord.
say it with a sh.
What a Bujetto?
Yeah.
Bujetto, that's how you say it.
So the 3 C's are in intimacy, your 3 C's, and I'm repeating my 5 A's.
Man, the 3 C's in a relationship are communication, compromise, and commitment.
And the 5 A's are attention, acceptance, appreciation, affection, and allowing yourself and your spouse to be vulnerable. Melissa, that goes back to your question about the health issues, being vulnerable. So and sharing that information with your
significant other.
Yeah.
You have to make your significant other, male or female, feel that they can be vulnerable with you. Vulnerable is mean like being real emotional. Like I cried tonight about a lot of things though, because certain things that I'm strong about and I feel, you know what I mean? I certain things come up out of me where it makes me cry or whatever. But tonight was a great night, man. I really enjoyed y'all. Sorry, Travis. Yes, we're about to go. But before we go, I want to share something with y'all.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let her do it.
You go first.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa.
So we scheduled a date, a couples. He's hungry, girl, boy. Anyway,
he is not for physical food though.
We scheduled a date night for all couples. Unfortunately, due to circumstances, we had to cancel. Did we want to cancel? No. Did we have to cancel? Yes. For me, the reason being, I'm going to say this. My wife might be mad at me. That's why I wanted her to go first.
You want me to jump in? Because I want to clean something up. So it's not... so
See, because she want to get run uncut too, and I want to get run uncut. And I just want to put it
The
out
thing
there.
is, so it's not canceled.
I'm not helping.
So the event is not canceled. So the thing is, if you had went on the website or clicked the link, you would have seen how much it was. That included 2.5 hours. That included three meal choices. That included 2 drinks. That included the shoes. Now it's not canceled. However, because the participation didn't come in as quick as we needed it to, we had to release the reservation. And now everybody that comes, you're going to be paying a tad bit more than what we had as a package. So it's not canceled. So that's why I want to clear that up. It's not canceled. We are still going bowling on April 8th, which is next Saturday from 5 to 7. If you want to come, I will shoot you the details. But yes, I did take it off of our website. I did take it off of his social media, my social media, and the Help Meet Experience social media, because I didn't want anyone clicking on that link and then you paying for something that ain't even gonna be that no more. So if you would like to come, again, we will be going bowling on April 8th. It's in the Woodlands from 5 to 7, but you will have to pay individual now.
Right.
You will have to pay the individual prices for the food, everything.
I'm gonna say this like this on that note. We put this couples night together for a lot of people. Like Miss Grace said, she always at work, she never had time. So you can get out with your significant other. Bowling may not be for everybody, but they have live music there. You know what I'm saying? You could have sat with other couples and interact and met new people. But this was my intake on it, because I'm gonna have to be raw and uncut. Tuck your feelings. When you click on a link, we can see you clicking on there. My thing is this: if you looked on there and saw a price, you should have went looked on there and seen what the people price was before you thought we were trying to get some money out of y'all, because that wasn't our intentions. Our intentions was to help y'all help somebody else so we could help y'all
and have fun together.
And have fun. So a lot of y'all clicked on there, but y'all ain't clicked because y'all probably thought it was for a monetary gain. We ain't looking for no monetary gain. Not us. We good over here. The Help Meet Experience is to help y'all, help us, help somebody else. And we want to invite y'all on a date night with us for a better version of a price. But some of y'all clicked on there and saw a price and like, no, that's too high. You gonna go to Papa Do's with your significant other, gonna spend $100? Why you couldn't spend $50 on you, $45, $50 on your significant other, $45 on you, and enjoy yourself? They broke, I'm not. All right, Trav, get your boot in. I ain't mad at you. Get your boot, man. Get your boot. But that's how I felt.
Those are his feelings.
These are my feelings. Why I say tuck your feelings. I just love your honesty, Ray. Chantel, man, that's just me. I try to just suppress myself, but that's what I felt.
He does. He suppresses himself a lot for me. That's why I wanted to make sure I said what I said first, because it's not canceled. It's just, if you still want to come, you and your boo come. You just now you're gonna have to pay full price for bowling, full price for shoes, full price for food, full price for drinks, and it's gonna come out more than what we had as a discount.
But Miss Gray, Miss Gray, to be honest with you, we wasn't getting nothing. We put it together because a lot of people was coming to us saying, why don't y'all do a date night? Because we did a game night and had couples on there. So we thinking when we do the date night, you got to pay for what you want. We wasn't getting nothing. We just found the event somewhere that's in the rim of everybody could come, and it's bowling. The men versus the men, or couples versus couples. That was it, to have fun. That was it. Support your people sometime. We ain't getting nothing. You gonna spend $50 on get your nails done. You gonna spend $50 to get your hair cut. I just spent $75 to get myself done up. Just gonna have fun. That's why I told baby, you know what? Don't even worry about it. We still gonna go. We're gonna have on our. We still gonna do our thing. Cause that's what we do. We do our thing. Everybody want our vibe. Yeah, we got big vibe over here. Yeah, every weekend, big vibe. Yeah, I believe you, but I'm just saying, if y'all were putting all that time in for others' pleasure and leisure, even if you were getting something that shouldn't have mattered, you're right. But that's how I'm gonna say this. Now I'm about to go get really deep. My wife support X, Y, and Z amount of people. I'm bushed up in.
I'm bust up in the upper room. Who's that? It's her husband.
Oh.
follow, sir. Thank you for tuning in.
When me don't come in here making all that noise. Yeah, get him, wife. But anyway, I feel like for me, a lot of my white friends don't know me, but I go hard behind her because I know she go hard behind me, and I feel like certain people should have supported her. You know what I mean? Yes, she does support Melissa, and I feel like I've been suppressing this. The comments keep coming.
That's
keep
right up
coming
Travis
in. Yeah, that's
alley.
right up his alley. Now you being messy right now. But my wife support a lot of people, man. I even told her, man, but I can't take that away from my wife because that's who she is right here. Her heart is big. So my wife was upset, and when my wife upset, I'm upset. Because if she mad, I'm mad, and I'm about to get
It
grounded
wasn't so
behind
much
mine.
of being upset. It was because I know
The vision she had,
right,
for
and the vision, not only the vision, but I know God gave me this, and I'm like, it was more so disappointing. But again, it's not canceled.
you just
It
don't
ain't
pay
far
full
from
price.
canceled. Now
if
you
you
gotta
don't-
pay full price.
If you don't show up, all I'm gonna do is put it on my Instagram, put it on my Facebook page, and y'all gonna see us turning up with that big vibe, like they say down there in Beaumont, Houston, Austin, New Orleans. They be all in Atlanta, Florida. We got them in Florida, got them in New York, got them in California. They be liking our vibe. So yeah, y'all gonna see us having fun, and it's
You're
just
ready
gonna
to meet new couples.
yeah, that's what we want. Can't wait for y'all to meet my sister and brother-in-law. That's cool. Tell them, it's all good. Look, we got big vibe. We got big vibe. We just have fun, man. But I really was upset about that because that was our first event.
He was upset.
That was our first event, and I really wanted y'all to come out and come just have fun, man. A lot of y'all homebodies. Y'all wonder why y'all don't like each other no more because y'all stay in the house too much. Go out and have fun.
Shirley said, keep your heart. It's them with the issue. Don't let them change you. But do let them change how you deal with them. That's the key.
That
the key
part,
that I've been taking
that
very
part,
seriously.
and I've been telling my wife that. Long Hannah Spoon. Chantel said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't care how you feel.
I know, Melissa. If I was married in the town, I would have come. Well, see, we even opened it up to all couples.
All
so
couples.
It wasn't
You
just
ain't have to be married
even
no more. If you want to come out with your significant other and have a good time, man, come out. Let's go have fun. I'm a clown. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun. That's one thing about me, especially if I don't know you and you open up to me, because I don't open up to everybody. What about the singles? Y'all might be cutting up too much. What singles?
Well, no, because Misha asked the same thing. So it's more, and then somebody else gave me the idea, like doing something for singles that's wanting to.
Or they might have single men and single women, and there's like a speed date.
I don't think they mean more like speed dating, but that's wanting to be married and wanting to get that advice on how to move and how to, so mix and mingle. We have a lot of things in the workshop, so yeah. But since we're talking about events, we do have a game night that's coming up on April 21st. That's on the website. The website is the helpmeetexperience.com. That's on there. Yeah. I'll be posting the flyers left and right. So.
Oh, and also, I want y'all to tune in on Tuesdays to Girl Yes, my wife podcast.
Oh, yes.
She's on there by herself. She got some good encouraging words for the young ladies, man. I go on there and I listen, man. I'm just be so happy for my wife, man. She's doing a lot of things, man. And we ain't worrying about nothing. Travis said ping the website, baby, so they can see it. So
I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, so I want y'all to keep supporting my wife, man, and all that she do. Keep supporting the Help Meet Experience. Keep supporting your significant other, even if you're single. I want y'all to remember this though: the ones that's dating, relate before you date. If y'all can catch that vibe. So tonight was a good night. It was enjoyable. I want to thank all the couples that come on. Y'all can follow us at helpmeetexperience.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. All you can just go to our pages. We on all social media platforms. Well, she is. I'm just on Instagram and Facebook.
Right. So I will be posting the website soon. It's being updated right now with the other stuff. So, but you can find us on social media.
There's nothing wrong with being anti-social, Miss Gray. The thing is this: you might find a couple that you might befriend and might, like you might like you came on here and you was like, oh y'all, I'm gonna have to try to tune in, make sure that Travis and Miss Celia tag you when we on every Thursday, from 8:30 to so on. Like I said, it always get good when it get close to the end. And my 3 friends and 2 dogs. Oh my goodness. Y'all also helping me realize not to rush into a marriage. Truly know the person you with. Man, Melissa, it's crazy you said that because I just telling my wife, like, sometimes people be trying to force people into marriage, and like that ain't the move because you really want to get married. That person don't get married, and you get in a relationship with them. There you go. I love phase 10. Let's go.
Yes.
But man, if a man ain't willing to just come out the blue and they ask you for your hand in marriage, don't force him. Don't force him. Please don't force him. Just accept it for what it is. You know what I mean? If he gonna love you, he gonna love you. I know sometimes women be like, man, I've been in this relationship with this man for 5 years. He might say, man, I feel like we married. If that ain't what you want, then don't accept it. I always say, like I said last week, you know what I mean? A person only gonna do what you allow them to do. So if you feel like you marriage material, go find you a man that's a marriage man that's ready to get married. We definitely want to meet more married couples, but our God is from the last experience of meeting one.
And I do understand that. I definitely understand
that. You better get up off of here. Y'all want tonight to go? And then I gave you a key and you don't go anywhere. Oh my goodness. Now y'all cutting up. Interactions, bring the money, keep going. Oh my goodness. Travis, you cutting up. You got all your friends on here cutting up on our show tonight. But it's cool. Like, comment, share. Travis, keep on sharing with your friends. I appreciate it. Our IG is up. Cash App is up. However y'all want to do it. I ain't tripping. I accept all donations. I do, because I donate to the cause. I donate to AOM. I donate to the church. I donate to kids that need haircuts. I donate my time to football teams that need announcers. Like, I'm with it. Well, once I plug my Xbox, it doesn't.
Speaking of, so he brought up AOM. That's a nonprofit that I'm started, but we for the mothers, we're having a Mother's Day painting social. That's going to be on May 13th. I'll also be sharing the flyers for that as well.
Right.
If you'd like to come.
Yeah, we got a lot of things. Well, she has a lot of things in store. I'm always told her I'm your biggest cheerleader. I ain't never left. You know what I mean? I've been cheering you on from then, from past, present, and future. You know what I mean? If you ain't your significant other biggest fan, something ain't right. This ain't no. Encourage him. Yes, he cuts hair. Yeah, I cut hair, man. I cut hair, man. I do a little bit of it all. I cut hair. I even sing at weddings. So whatever the cost may be, I sing at weddings. I'm a jack of all trades. You need your grass cut. I sing at your wedding.
Okay, so
right on, Barbara. I got the pom-poms as well. You supposed to have the pom-poms for your wife, man. You supposed to support her in everything she do. Even if it don't seem right to you, encourage her. So if all else fails, she can say, man, my baby had my back.
Appreciation.
Part of intimacy. You know what I mean? We just talked about that. So that was one of the 4 A's. But
so I have a question before we get off. What are some topics that you all would like for us to talk about? However, things that people are scared to talk about. Oh, go ahead, Melissa. Ask your questions, boo.
I'll send the information. He says, as a district administrator, I have a campus that is looking for a chariot haircuts.
Okay.
Chariot haircuts? What is chariot haircuts?
think that's what he meant, charity.
Oh, charity
Yeah, you can
haircuts.
send it.
That's cool.
But yes, Melissa, if you have questions, baby, ask them. But I do want to know, what are some topics y'all would like for us to talk about? Being that y'all see that he gets the nitty gritty, and I kind of clean it up a little bit.
Jekyll and Hyde.
What kind of questions, topics would you all like to hear us talk about that you know people aren't afraid to talk about?
But won't, that we will. So, you know what I mean? That's my biggest thing with the Help Me experience. Like I told her, I want us to be that couple that isn't afraid to talk about some things. Like Melissa said, what if the man, he got a problem? He don't want to, I'm going to just be rolling uncut because that's how they be sometimes. They be scared to say what's going on. Are we going to be that couple that going to tell you the raw? And mainly me, but she just going to put the little icing on it. So, yeah, don't be afraid to, to ask us no questions. Please don't. Y'all are the opposite of me and this thing over here. Laughing my A off. I'm more like your husband. Now my husband's more like you. Because I feel like, man, it's crazy she said it. Because I feel like, man, it's like a police situation. You got the good cop and the bad cop trying to pull some information out of somebody that they trying to see if it's true or scare you into something.
Yeah.
Me, I just want to just like, if I'm too blunt for you, that means you shouldn't have asked that question, because I'm a answer it the way I see fit. You know what I mean? Especially if you want the raw and uncut. He said when
writing this down.
When the wife makes more money, than the wife? What? When the wife makes more money than the man, Travis? Is that what you're trying to say? I want to make sure that what you're saying is what you're saying. When the wife makes more money than the wife. Exactly. He's the big-hearted, nice guy. When the husband changes, what?
That's what he meant, baby. When the wife makes more money than the husband.
Oh, that what you want? That what you asking me?
No, I asked for topics. What do they suggest we talk about that people are afraid to talk about? Yeah.
Oh, he said I'm drinking. I have you no drink. I should have you what? Miss Grace said exactly. He's the big-hearted, nice guy most of the time, and I'm the pit bull in the backyard, waiting for someone to peep over the gate. Right, that part. They ain't got to peep over this gate. I'm with it. So people over this gate over you once. You ain't got people to get. I already hear you. So I
love you too, Travis.
So, but man, that was a good one. The spouse making more money than the man. I'm gonna say this, he a weenie.
Baby, this is for the next time.
Okay, for the next time. Travis, I'm gonna make sure because I like that.
Topic.
Yeah, I'll go in right now, but we gonna make sure that we talk about that, because that's a good one. I'm done. So
Melissa must be typing her questions. Melissa said
she had more
questions.
Yeah. She got a little bit more time. I get up at 5:30 tomorrow. I can splurge on my sleeping time. I mean, I'll be splurging.
Oh, there you go. She said, what if one partner wants more sex than the other and no compromise allowed?
I'm gonna let her answer that.
I was gonna let you answer it. What if one partner wants more sex than the other and no compromise is allowed? Normally when that happens, the other person is going to want to step out. But that is not what you should do. If I want more sex than he, and he's not compromising, then that's a problem. It's a problem that y'all need to sit down and talk about.
And vice versa.
Right. So the question will be, why won't there be any compromising with it? Especially with it. Especially if you don't want me to go running over here. Why won't there be any compromise about that? Go ahead, baby. Give a little teaser.
Uh,
I'm adding these to the list, y'all.
so
He said,
he said, I told y'all to stop talking. Oh, that's things you wanted to talk about on the next show. Okay, I told y'all to stop talking, laugh out loud. Nah, but you said I want to go back to a question. She started answering the question, so it's crazy that you said that because go down, Melissa question. I want to read it. She said, "What if one partner wants more sex than the other and no compromise allowed?"
Wait, so your answer? So Dora said someone. I guess that's another answer. Someone about to have a strong forearm or a strong finger. Go ahead, man.
What if one partner wants more sex than the other and no compromise allowed? What's the compromise? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong? Some people have a strong sexual appetite. So you gotta, I feel like, man, in the beginning, you gotta know what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to compromise if the other partner wants sex more than the other? You know what I mean? I just feel like you gonna know from the beginning, like if you got you like Halle Berry said, I had a sex addict on your hand. If a man is in tune with you, whether it be the male or if a female want more sex than me, I'm with it till I tap out. I'm gonna tap out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let's say true. So
hold on. Travis, is this one a question? Yeah, it's about intimacy.
how does it feel when one partner is not sexually satisfied, but the other partner loves everything but the sex? How does it feel? I don't know how that feels. I don't know. I ain't never been in a situation where I love you, but the sex was boring. I ain't never been in that situation. I feel like if you're in that situation, then y'all need to be having a talk because that's gonna lead up to infidelity. I ain't never been in that situation. He said, "What? What is WTH? What the hell?" He said, "That's good." He said, "How does it feel when one partner is not sexually satisfied, but the other partner loves everything but the sex?" That's basically what he's saying.
That's the same question, baby.
What? I know. You can't ask that. What, that don't make sense or something?
Both sentences are saying the same thing. It's not loves everything, but
he love everything but sex. But what if that partner don't want to talk about it? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. I'm just being raw. Like if you got all the way up to that stage to be intimate with that person and they don't want to be open, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Cause all that touching and feeling and all like that, that's what's going on. Travis changed location of having sex and that made work. I appreciate you reading. That just being raw. Look, sex is sex. You have different types of sex.
mm-hmm.
Some people gonna say no to certain things of sex. Me, I'm asking off the dump. I want A through Z when it comes to sex. I'm asking, is this, you know what I mean? Or we're gonna be intimate this level, or we're gonna try this, or can we experience this? Don't be coming to my you ain't go on lace me up why you don't want
Right, because
H.
that all plays into
You know what's really going on.
Yeah.
If a person know, then it'd be different. But don't be afraid to say, "Oh, I was with that person and I'm different." Give me a chance. I'm greedy. Yeah, I'm greedy. Give me a chance so you can experience that with me because it was bad in that last relationship or whatever. Don't just say I ain't with that. I ain't trying. I ain't born that. I ain't born that. Don't tell me that you ain't you. Nah, I ain't born that. Great Ray. I'm with the shits. Sorry. Intimacy can be a compromise to sex if that doesn't make sense. You never experience it.
It is because like you so let's go. I'm gonna leave that one up. So she said intimacy can be a compromise to sex. If that doesn't make sense, you've never experienced it. So baby, that goes back to what you said earlier about taking it slow, running the bubble bath with the rose petals and the back rubs. That's intimacy.
Right.
But you stop at that because y'all you let say like you run my bath water with bubbles and then rose petals and all that, but then we get in the bed and we just watch a movie.
That's cool.
Right. That's why I said intimacy can be a compromise to sex because we not doing it, we doing everything else but that.
We falling up in there.
True intimacy sometimes involve. Hold on.
And doesn't. So truly connected. I said that earlier, Miss Gray. You wasn't on here. I said that earlier. I literally said that. So I appreciate you coming back and
Yes.
reiterating that for some people because I said that earlier, man. True intimacy sometimes doesn't involve sex. It could be emotional, mental, intellectual, or spiritual. It don't always have to, like she said, I didn't ran you a bubble bed. We didn't got in the bed, watched the movie, and fell asleep. Just
Exactly.
holding each other, just cuddling. You know what I mean? Intimacy has different forms instead of just physical sex. So, but like I say, you know, with Melissa, you know what I mean? If a man is in tune with his body and a woman is in tune with her body, the doors are open.
So I have a question, and we
Body parts talk. They do. They be talking. They be talking. They be doing that.
so I have a question. So what if you have husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, getting into it, they having an argument. What does the spouse, the husband or the wife need to do? Or what should they do? What advice would you give to try to bring that intimacy back not real quick, but bring it back so that y'all can enjoy each other later? Y'all say y'all been at each other that been at each other's neck all day. But then, because you know, me and you, we never go to bed mad at each other. Nothing like that. We always do what we need to do to make up. So, what advice would you give to come from being at each other's neck to being intimate with each other to get to that sexual pleasure?
Miss Gray said it earlier. Whatever makes your significant other smile, even if she mad at you, find that hope. See, mine can't stay mad at me for too long. See, she blushing, be mad at me all day long. All I gotta do is just see, and there you go. Cause she know, you know what I mean? It's my wife she has broken down since the king has been home in a lot of areas, man. And I respect that vulnerability. I was gonna use another word, but I won't use it because they're gonna go into a whole nother realm. But starts with S. But she has been way more vulnerable with me lately, and I you have to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? When we get into it, man, one of us gonna come to it and be like, nah, this ain't right or whatever. Like today, you know, she came to me and, you know, picked up my face, rubbed my beard, told me she loved me, and we gonna work it out. We ain't perfect, y'all. Trust and believe. We ain't the perfect couple because we on here like we ain't perfect. We fight twice a week. I'm gonna say that. The other time we good. He can't eat. He ends up getting mad at himself for laughing at me when he's trying to be mad. It be like that sometimes. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the women gonna play hard, women play hard, and then we men play hard too. And there you go. I be what do you say? I be trying to be mad, but I cannot get away to stay mad. Hey man, that's love, man.
Yeah.
That ain't number love, man. That ain't number love, man. Salute you, man. That ain't number love, man. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So we can't stay mad at each other alone. I try to. I ain't gonna answer my phone or nothing. Go on a voicemail. Do not disturb. So if a dude smiles and gives crystallized compliments to your wife in your presence, how would you address this? Ooh, that's a good one, boy. Say, well, you'll want this answer. Say, boy, shout out to my boy Kevin Gates. Look what he put up there, baby. Say, you want to tell him what I always say? You don't want to know this with Travis. No, she's crazy as hell. If a dude smiles at and gives crystallized comments to your wife in your presence, how would you address this? Crystallized could be certain things, though, so I get what you're saying, because, you know, some niggas are disrespectful, and then I'm going to step in. But if he tell my wife she look good, I always do that. She don't want me to say it, but I stay saying that because Kevin Gates said it best. Kevin Gates said, this is Kevin Gates, forgive me. Kevin Gates said that I was watching, I gotta use my language. Kevin Gates said that a lot of people was lusting off Dreka, but he said that now she know what I'm about to say, so I gotta watch my language. He said, but guess what? I'm smashing her every night. It's how he said it. You gotta see the what you call him. So when I said that, because I used to be like, man, don't approach my wife because I'm gonna go in, especially if you see us together. But you know, you got some disrespectful guys out there, whatever. But I always whisper in her ear. I ain't never seen nobody never greeted that point. Nobody never. I always say, yeah. I grab her hand and be like, yeah, I'm smashing this tonight. So you could tell her all you want. You know what I mean? Just don't be disrespectful because she look good. You know, they be looking, they be like, dang, why she with that cornball? This cornball, yeah, he got it going on. So
she said he get in the truck and I go hop my happy tail in there like where we going.
That one too.
Oh my God.
That one too. Yep.
Oh Lord.
Y'all enjoying yourself tonight, huh, man? I want y'all to give yourself a round of applause, man, for being on here this late with us, rocking out like this is. So I ain't working them late hours no more, so I could just freestyle. So, but we got them comments y'all put on there. Travis and Melissa, and we got all y'all comments, man, and we just appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in, man. And we're gonna end this tonight on a good note. We appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in. We want y'all to like, comment, share, invite somebody else to come next week. Time is every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Oh yes. And like he said, thank y'all for tuning in. We had fun tonight.
We did. Travis, man, thank you, boy.
Yes, Travis.
I don't even know who you is.
The MVP for tonight, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The most valuable player, man. Thank you, Travis. Whoever you are, man. So
until next time, y'all tune in back with us next Thursday, same place, 8:30 p.m.
Blessings.
Y'all have a good night. Oh.